Hello, this is Victor. So I will take this video to explain what the Codex of Imperial Knights is adding compared to the White Dwarf, and especially it will focus on the rules. So of course at the beginning of the Codex there is a lot of fluff, also a lot of images, a lot and some paint works done by Games Workshop where you can have inspiration on the painting of your Imperial Knight. So there is a lot of fluff also explaining the Imperial Knights and all the background. But now let's go to the rules and see what is added compared to the White Dwarf. So the first thing that is added is explaining how you add this as an allied detachment or as a primary detachment. So if you have an Imperial Knight as allies, you have now a new table of allies that you can ally with, and mainly is summarizing a lot is you are battle brothers with all the Imperial armies except with the Grey Knights that you are ally of convenience. Then you are also ally of convenience with Eldar and desperate allies with Tau and Dark Eldar. And you cannot ally a lot. You cannot ally with Tyranids and Chaos Space Marines and Chaos Demons. So the new rules is telling you that if you take the Imperial Knights as allied detachment, you can pick up to 3 knights, and they will not count as allied detachment, so they will count as Imperial Knight detachment. And then on top of that, you can add fortifications and you can add allied detachments. Sorry. So the next point is how it works if you want to take Imperial Knights as a primary detachment. So in that case, you have to take between 3 to 6 Imperial Knights. So this means that you will need to play between 1,100 points and 2,200 points if you only want to take Imperial Knights, and the minimum will be 1,100 something points because you have to take minimum of 3. Then only in that case the Imperial Knights will become scoring units, and if you take Imperial Knights as principal detachment, you have to choose one of your Imperial Knight, and this will be the Warlord of your army. And of course you will have a new Warlord table that I will go through very fast now to explain a little bit to show what is in this Warlord trait. So Warlord trait, if you roll a 1 on the Imperial Knights, so all enemy units within 12 inches of the Warlord must use the lower leadership when they have to do a leadership test. If you take sorry, this is the 2. If there is a 1, I will repeat again. If it's a 1, any Imperial Knight within 12 inches of him, add 1 to the result when rolling when running. So they run d6 plus 1 when they are 12 inches from the Warlord. Then the 2 is what explained before. All enemy units at 12 inches from the Warlord will use the lowest leadership and not the highest. Then the next one is Master of the Just. So the Knight Warlord rerolls failed to hit rolls in any assault phase in which he successfully assaults. So it's only when you are assaulting successfully that you will reroll once. Master of the Field. So the Knight Warlord and D3 more can outflank. This can be quite powerful if you can outflank 2 or 3 knights. Then number 5 is Master of the Siege. So you add +1 when you roll on the damage table for the Warlord and any other knight at 12 inches from the Warlord. And the last one is Indomitable. So this means that the Warlord Knight it will not die a special rule. So this is all the Warlord traits, and then on top of the Warlord traits there is another rule that I'm now searching for in the book. I have the digital format, so I have to look. You give me a minute. So here it is. If you are if you won, you can roll on the nightly ranks. So you can use the nightly ranks rule. So then at the same time that you roll for the warlord trait, you can roll in a table where you can where if you draw if you have a 1, then you will subtract 1 to your ballistic and weapon skill, and also your iron shield will become 5 plus instead of 4 plus. And then if you roll a 6, you add 1 to weapon skill and ballistic skill, and then your shield will be 3 plus. So this is a rule if you want to gambit at the beginning of the game. So you roll a d6 for some of your knights, and then you can, if you are lucky, you have a most powerful knight. If you are unlucky, you will have a rookie knight. If you roll from 2 to 5, nothing changes. So that's all the changes they add in the new codex compared to the White Dwarf. So if you were, of course, they also add all the super heavy rules. So if you have escalation or you have a stronghold, you will have all the super heavy rules. Or you have apocalypse, you will have also the super heavy rules. So in case you only planning to use the knights as a light detachment, you only have to know that they are battle brothers with all the imperial armies except the Grey Knights, that they are allies of convenience. The same for Eldar, they are allies of convenience, and then they are desperate allies with Dark Eldar and Tau. So, and that's all what I want to share. So just a fast update on what's news on Imperial Knights. So you can, if you are planning to use them as allies, I think the White Dwarf is more than enough, because all the stats are there and have not changed from the White Dwarf to the Codex. So thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye!